Hey guys, guess what? I was at this gaming place called Gaming Paradise, right? And I clean up my old PS2 and stuff like that. Play some of these old games, you know. You remember when games actually tried, right? But when you play a PS2 game, you have more fun than ever. I'm gonna show you all the games I got from Gaming Paradise. I'm looking at them right now. They're actually pretty good goodies, and this whole bunch is worth $100, right? Before y'all say, "Oh, why you spend $100?" Blah 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 blah. I mean, tactically 87 since one of the games didn't want. It's okay. I actually got some pretty good games. This game right here. This game's awesome. This is God of War before God of War was even a thing, right? Not really. If you don't believe me, you can look at the release date of this game. This game was released in 2002. 2002. And the game is awesome. This is God of War before God of War was even a thing. Some of the stuff is based off of Greek mythology, or mythology, what you call it. You know? Not really. This was God of War before God of War was even a thing. You know, this was before we got Zeus, Athena. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm not saying God of War is a bad game. And there's this awesome game. Before we have Origins and the new Wolverine game and the other Wolverine game, we got this. This game is awesome. Even though Hugh Jackman's not even in the game, I don't know why they would do that. But I do like the game. The game's actually pretty fun. It's mostly like a stealth-based game, right? Right? And it's actually pretty fun, though. The music is great. The level 1 is one of the greatest level 1s ever. You can tell how good the game is going to be when you play the very first level. Now really, if you play the very first level of any of these games, you can tell how good the game is going to be. If it is too much, the game's going to drop off. If it's too slow, it's going to be slow. If it's this and that, this here, the very first level of this game was intense. Here's another game I got. I always wanted to try a 2K football game. Tell my PS2 AV cables come in. But I always want to try this, since they didn't have 2K files on. Here's another beauty that I got that I know that my mom will play. This. You know what? I love Pac-Man, and I also love the Galaxy Space thing. I don't know if it's on here or not, but check this out. Pretty awesome, isn't it? I'm super excited. Can't wait for my AV cables to come in. And I also got this Madden 2007, the old school Madden. They did have Madden on it, but I'm gonna try to clean the CD and stuff like that. This game I got on my birthday in the year 2005. 2005. Again, the first level of this game is awesome. First level of this game is super awesome. Again, you can tell how good the game will be by its first level. And another game that I got this on Christmas in the year 2003. 007 Nightfire. And they didn't even use the voice. He didn't even voice the character. Somebody else did. Hey, it was pretty good. Pretty awesome game. And I also got this PS4 game. Anyway, I got this for $3. And this was actually a pretty weird game. I'm the worst imposter because I don't like being the imposter because I don't really like, I don't want to say lying, but I don't like it. But yeah. But if I am going to do a let's play, right? Because I did buy HMDI adapter for my PS2 so I can do my capture card. Like, which of these games you want me to let's play in? Madden 2007? Alright? When EA was actually in the game, or 007 Nightfire. Or 007 Everything or Nothing. Or NFL 2K. Or X-Men Wolverine's Revenge. You know Mark Hamill voiced Wolverine this game? Or the original God of War? No, it's not God of War. He ain't bald and stuff like that. Look. What is the huge difference between Kratos and this character? Kratos has 2 blades. What Sony did is they took this game and said, okay, do throwing his shield like he's Captain America. That stuff is mad boring. Now, let's make our guy much more edgier. I mean, I know you God of War fans are going to be mad. I'm not saying I didn't like it. I do like God of War. Don't get me wrong. But if you put your brain power into it, a game where you have a chain weapon, you throw magical weapons around, in a Greek mythology type of setting. Never mind. I just typically have that brain thing going for me. Now, which of these games would you want to watch me play Among Us? Now, which of those games do you want me to hit? Because I am super excited. I'm not even faking my personality. When I walk into gaming paradise, I really like it. And I do support stores that sells old games. I wish that Sony would make their game system where you could play PS2 games. But Sony don't have the capacity for that. Or you want me to play this. But, I'm super excited to play these games. I don't even care about the views at this point. I don't even care about the views that they got. Oh. Yeah, that boil on my nose busted. I don't know. I've been trying to wash it though, but anywho, I'm gonna weigh myself. Because right now I'm 372, but I ain't gonna talk about my weight. But I am super excited to play this game. Super excited. But if my HMDI adapter comes in for the PS2 so I can hook up to my capture card, that, and I also might buy me a new controller because no matter how many batteries I put in this thing, it just does this. If y'all know any quick fixes about this wireless controller, just let me know. I already bought new batteries for it. I might go back to the gaming paradise and buy me a controller. But again, I am super excited, super confident. And you know what? I might try this game out too. I didn't get this game. I got the game on Christmas. I remember when I was like 7 years old, I played Need for Speed Hot Pursuit for the PS2. It's pretty fun though. And then Need for Speed Underground came along. The drift mechanics in that game, that is the greatest racing mechanic ever. You know, games were games back in those times. Did you know I got this game, right, called Batman Dark Tomorrow, right? It is how much games actually tried. Even if it is bad game, right, a bad game, I didn't even know Batman Dark Tomorrow sucked, right? Because you know how you play a video game, you just don't know anything about it. I played Dark Tomorrow, right, the video game. I didn't even know the game sucked. He's like, well, Dark Tomorrow sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. I didn't even know the game sucked. That's how hard games tried back in those times. Literally. Literally. There's one game I played, right? You know, Dark Souls 2 for the PS3. People said, Dark Souls 2 sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It really, really sucks. It's like, is it because the game's hard? Is that right? But anywho. So which of those games do you want me to play? Because this is just super exciting. But again, I can't wait for my AV cables to come in. And also I got this game too. Come on. I got this game. According to Sports Drink TV, that YouTuber, he says this is the greatest Madden of all time. I'm gonna have to actually clean this. The lady did try her best, but I'm not gonna get mad over this. You know, I came here for a snack and ended up with dinner. They said this is the greatest Madden of all time. I didn't mention that because the game didn't work when I tried to play it. Well, you needed your AV cable. No, actually, my adapter actually kind of burnt out somehow. You know, I kind of messed the thing up a bit. But, and plus, I also need an AV adapter, this and that, to record gameplay anyways. So it's more of a win-win. So which of those games you guys want me to try out for y'all? Because I am super excited. It just takes me back to where I was a kid. And they said, when you're a kid, you do kid things. But when you turn into a man, you put away those kid things. You know what I say about that? You know what I say about that? I hold on to things that makes me a kid. That's kind of dumb, but you know, which of the games you want me to play?